Music can sweep away the clouds of my heart, but the music can make me nostalgic, and I can be exalted by my clamorous friends. Even my soul can be multiplied into different souls. I can fly into the ancient magical land, resting on the wings of melodramatic storyteller. I can be a deep-sea diver and quest the pearls that the world has never seen before. I can travel through the desert like a camel and carry people to their home. And like shepherd ringing the bell, can guide the sheep to their farms. Groundwater can give me a new poetic technique. Creative workshop can make me feel novice. Matthew and Bernardine can bang my head and show the light and know. But no one can divert the distress and the hollowness I feel for my little princess.
When, with laissez-faire, dominates the iridescent hypocrite. Modernity looms large, pushing us to the verge of fierce pit. When metaphors are imprisoned and rhymes in dark exile, fragile are the charming dawns and the diamond blue sky. When each single brick is the coffin of love and affection. For the innocent, the whole world is a center of detention. When ever-hungry greed brings forth a new breed of man, a helpless poet swims in memory, and sleepless is his pen, recalling his windy home, closest ones, and fresh nature. Some gem-like verse the sad poet wishes so hard to utter, but the poet cannot enact the stoic withdrawal and nostalgia, nor can he mend the centerless world and its hollow inertia. He cannot hold flute in one hand and sword on the other, nor can he address the sailor of the seven seas for a much needed adventure. গাছগাছালি খোলা উঠান সব কিছু ছিল ফারত ফারত, মেঘ ধোয়া আর ক্ষেত ছোঁয়া বাতাসের বসত ছিল নিত্যই আরত। কত ভালোবাসতাম বগাখচিত বইয়ার উদ্বেলিত সিবাডুয়া, ঝলি ঘেরা শীতল পানির প্রতিধ্বনিত ফাতোয়া, শুকনো শুকনো বাঁশ পাতা ঢাকা শ্বেত শুভ্র রেট বালু পথ, বাছার ফেরত আড়ু পাকা হাঁটা, কৃষিকাজ নিয়ে কত মতামত, বাড়ির পেছনের পোকা কবসক বনচারী আড়ি করি, জাম ভরা গাছে পাক পাখালির গান চঞ্চলতা গেটগেড়ি পুরাণ আমপারা সিয়ারা পড়া পুতুন্যার ফুতুনি আইলে আইলে ইদোসি শাক লাজেল্লা কেড়া আদা মিনমিনি শিশুদের দল এক হাঁটু জল সারা গায়ে থাকা মইনা বেড়ি সন্ধ্যাবেলা আড়ালু খাওয়া গড়িয়ে নাড়া অম্বড়ি গর্জন গাছের ফুল নিয়ে খেলা ঘুম পাড়ি দেয়া গাছের সাবা ঘাস খেতে খেতে লাল গরুটির ক্লান্ত হয়ে আসা এক গালের সাবা পশুর মতো বসে থাকা হলুদ কমলা সুপারির ফিয়ল ব্যানব্যানি বসা দোল খাওয়া ওই ঝিঙ্গেলতার সবুজ শিয়ল কুকুর বাড়িতে পিঠার দাওয়াত যেতে যেতে মাখা জোনার ফল কিস্তা বলা তানু পদ্মা পেট পেরুলেই ফুফুর ঘর আকাশ জুড়ে অত্তর হওয়া তারার মতো হীরা জহরত লাল নীল রঙে উড়তে থাকা কোটি জোনাকির কত কসরত।
Classical polygamous carbon accumulates on platform roofs in unforgiving indebtedness. In the flow of such surreal farce, discarding the illusion of endoscopic well-being, I have been waiting for 27 years for this moment, year's moment. With the divine annihilation of 180 million dust particles, there is still life here somewhere. A half-aged railway line lined with 48 frozen bodies of blood rose. I have heard the democratic epitaph will be made with the blood shed from their bodies. When it rains here, Oedipus's innocent heart gets wet inside the prison bin. Here, God is defeated by artificial inundation near the border. Basic needs of farmers are sacrificed to diplomatic stupidity. Here, the ghostly fire consumes the relevant dreams and the irrelevant vermins of the state. The paradise of tourism burns in the slaughter land of the tribals. Ecosystems are on the brink of destruction as of radioactive intended erection. The blunt trident of morality pierces seasonal humanity. When disaster strikes here, intellectuals broom embrace the cleanest air. Here, for no reason, in the name of development, everything is high. The road, the divider, the heroine's chest, and on 10 acres of land destitute parliamentary donation. Considering deportation as better than such endoscopic survival, we disagree with Frost. This land has been left long ago. The golden age of choosing death of poison then getting expelled. With this modern Yeatsism in the vein, like selfish to get lost with a lover, I am waiting for the train to come, for the lover to come. Better or worse times, both flow. The supposed catastrophe falls on the furnished body of the schedule. After a long time, the train comes, but the lover does not. Just comes a negative white vision, bloody, raped, and dead.
As I gaze upon the scorching red sun, I think to myself, not of me, but of the ones not surrounded by fabrications like me. As I hear the outpour of the rainfall, I think to myself, not of me, but the ones without a roof on them like me. As I feel the trembling from the sheer cold, I think to myself, not of me, but the ones living in the streets. I think and think to no avail, but constant agony. Is this the way things are supposed to be?
The dejection of the valediction is yet to pass. Someone knocked the door. When is the feast, they asked. The calm old heads held a meeting. The son of the buried asked about this eating. A feast for the soul to rest in peace. Someone said, will giving food return him back? Ignorant was what he was called. Please invite Mrs. Chaudhary, someone reminded. Young boy's eyes seemed full of questions. Why give soul to someone who possesses the oceans? On deathbed, remembers he the past. Sons are splitting the bank account. The sorrow shall not last. They will have the feast after I'm gone. Let's celebrate it now, while it is still dawn.
Why did you take it so far? You left me in the midway, broke me into pieces and set fire to my garden. Now tell me, how will I bloom again? One day, someone came to the disaster garden looking for something good and precious, and suddenly saw something blooming in the garden, attempting to reach out to the lovely unknown flower and pulling out from the nightmare, which is you. I was drowning in the dark, little by little screaming for a hand to save me. Out of the blue, like an angel, you came to me with a candle. Slowly, you cleared the darkness with a gleam light around me. Not too shiny, yet not so dark, making me feel less haunted because of my heinous past. The scars which haven't faded yet are getting healed by your touch. I will give it another chance. I have been hiding in the dark, seeing you're being thrown away by someone. I try to reach my hand to grab you and hold you for the rest of my life. But you never looked behind. But you never heard my moaning. But I'm calling you from the bottom of my heart to set you on the remaining part of my heart. Just like sudden snowfall, we met so abruptly. You made me feel so warm. Even in the nonchalant winter, even in grey twilight, you made my eyes sparkling like the stars. There are some infinitesimal moments which I can never get over. We were just two souls that began to walk, and the only thing we were certain of is that we owned nothing but the very moment we were in. I have already wrapped myself with your presence. I can sense you through my veins. You have brightened my darkest life more than ever. Let's begin a life with new journey like we never did. Let us make the higher barriers so that dark doesn't bother us.
Autumn, autumn, autumn. Welcome thee to the kingdom of cacti flowers. Roars of thick rainy season clouds aim today to receive thee. Trees of plumeria flowers are adorned today to welcome thee. The moon sheds its sharp silvery light to welcome thee. Like flowers bloom today, only to welcome thee. Lovely villages are happy with scattered small nectanthes. Dewdrops accumulate on the green lands. Dewdrops of morning welcome thee. Birds are singing melodious songs to welcome thee. Autumn, autumn, autumn.
I am a machine. I don't have a brain, I don't have feelings. But I know my capacity. In human society, they have both. But there are people who don't know about the limitations. When a machine makes a mistake, its effect is small and easy to overcome. The mistakes of human beings increase rapidly, and they are difficult to solve. Through mistakes, a machine can improve its work performance. Humans commit mistakes too, but they don't improve. Ultimately, I am happy to be a machine, not a human. Correcting mistakes is essential both for machines and for humans.
There is a place close to my heart, a place where one can see the mountains standing clearly apart. Such a beautiful village is where I was born. There I was blessed to see many enchanting dawns. A place where I knew everyone, from birds to trees and the river and the little ones. A place that reminds me of the love of my mother, closest of friends with whom I sadly have contact any longer. I left that heavenly place for worldly gains, and it became the cause of my pains. With much sorrow in my heart, I always pray, my Lord, let it be my village where I pass away.
বৃক্ষের ডগায় ফুটে উঠে মেলে ধরি মুকুল, কানন ভরে সুবাস ছড়ায় প্রস্ফুটিত এক ফুল। ভালোবেসে সুযোগ দিও, দেব আমি ঘ্রাণ, মোর সুবাস ছড়ায় দিয়ে চুরে দেব প্রাণ। আমি হাসলে হেসে যাবে সমাজ দেশ মালি, আমি গোলাপ আমি চম্পা, আনন্দে দাও তালি। যত্নহীনে ঝরে পড়ি, অকালে হয় মরণ, মালি থাকতে করতো মোরে সকাল বিকাল স্মরণ। মাটিতে পড়ে কাঁদি আমি, শুকিয়ে যাবার ভয়, বেঁচে থাকলে করতাম আমি বর্ণিল প্রাণ জয়। আমি অসহায় ঝরে পড়ি ব্যথায় কাতর হয়ে, ফুপিয়ে কাঁদি কামড়ে মাটি পুরো শরীর নুয়ে।
আয়রে ফাগুন ছুঁয়ে যা, লাল রে সবুজ দিয়ে যা, উর্মিটোলা দেখে তুই ঝাপড়ে পাখা উড়ে যা। দেখ রে ফাগুন দাঁড়িয়ে দেখ, রক্তগুলো চেখে দেখ, বারুদটুকু শুকে দেখ, খোলসগুলো ছুঁয়ে দেখ। ওই রে ফাগুন আসলি না, রক্ত যে আর ঝরছে না, পাখানাদার মরছে না, কুকুর খাবার পাচ্ছে না। ফাগুন 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 রে, আসবি কবে আসবি রে? মা আমাকে ডাকছে রে, বোনের আঁচল ছিঁড়ছে রে। আসবি কবে আসবি ভাই, প্রাণটি বাঁচতে চায়। গাজী হবার চেষ্টা নাই, শহীদ নামে বাঁচতে চাই। আয় রে ফাগুন দৌড়ে আয়, অশ্রুগুলো মুছতে আয়। রক্তে লাগা আগুনটুকু রক্ত দিয়ে ঝাঁচতে আয়।
ফাগুন ফাগুন আয় টিপে ছুটবি আয় কৃষ্ণচূড়ার পাপড়ি দিয়ে উর্মিটোলা ঢাকবি আয়।
Beyond the sun we run. We try to catch him, but he is too far. Absolutely. He is a star. If it comes near the earth, no one will be alive. Not even people, nor be in hive. That's why I tell, if you are an astronaut also, don't go near the sun. If you are not ready to be fried, if you don't wanna die and the world to shun.
Maybe we are happy today, enjoying the clouds and the moon. Meanwhile, the world is getting lost. Doomsday is coming pretty soon. Blood, 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 blood will be the future. Missiles are rising, will destroy the nature. Mother will cry because her child will be no more. Leaders will talk about peace, but they will close the peace door. The war will end, leaders will shake hand, but the people will be destitute. There will be no one to stand. Running towards the last day, no one will live anymore. What does this life mean? Thinking, sitting by the seashore.
The person who shines like a star, and being a warrior, fights all the war, inspires us to be generous and brave. He can do anything to keep us safe. Love for and from him is eternal, which can't be expressed in words. Being a shield for us, he protects us even without a sword. He is such a sweet and lovely person, but his anger at times is panicking. When at the top of his voice he speaks, all our world fall asleep. He is sweet, he is sour. To correct us, to help us reach our goal, he becomes the guiding tower. Today, what we are is just for him. We must get new opportunities so petty, but being his children will always be our first identity. Such a beautiful soul he is. He fulfills all my wishes, yet acts as if not a single word was heard. No one can ever love me more than my father. I love you, Father. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much for your care.
To write, one must read. One must read with a pledge. Thus, one may enjoy, dive into the ocean of knowledge. The wise follow the path of virtue to bring the bright days that soothe. The glorious chariot of knowledge they choose, that takes one to the light of truth. Books and other sources of knowledge, one must be connected with every moment. Thus one may get ecstatic feeling, can reach the soul of humanity excellent. Me, I am a little seed, trying to grow, bound by corridors of bricks in row. I want space for my dreams to shine, but it's been taken away, banned to be mine. As the days pass, the nights come, my heart palms in frail numb, the roar, the noise of my empty gut, the rotten bread, or the dirty heart scattered around on stained mud. War, they call me weapon to find peace, breaking the freedom into several pieces. Dear little seed, I am sorry if you bleed. As the fire and smoke hike, sorry, there is no help alike. Only sorrow and pain, only horror and torment to gain. None going to pay a heed. I am sorry if you bleed. I am sorry